Enroll your child for the manifested e-learning platform and see their grades grow tremendously. These videos can be downloaded to a laptop for offline viewing or viewed from a smartphone in a cost-friendly format.
Hello learners, I'm grateful for this opportunity to stand before you so that we can learn matters to do with business. The topic is business and its environment. In our last lesson, we defined business environment. We say that business environment refers to the factors or conditions that affect a business. And we say that these factors or conditions can be categorized into two: the internal business environment and the external business environment, or the internal environmental factors or the external environmental factors. Then we discussed three factors under the internal business environment, which are the objectives of the business. We also discussed the management policies and management styles. Today we will continue discussing the other factors, internal factors that influence the success or failure of a business. So the subject is business studies. Business studies form 1. The topic is business and its environment. Business and its environment. Hope learners, you are ready to learn. And just to remind you, I also gave you an assignment in our last lesson, which is my hope that you have done. Now, we will continue discussing the business internal environment, and we say that the internal environment refers to the factors which are within the control of the business. All right? Within the control of the business. The business can determine or can use these factors to its advantage. And to its advantage, we mean the business can use these factors to make the company profitable, make the company grow, and make the company survive. Make three things. Businesses seek to make profit, number 1. Number 2, businesses seek to grow. Number 3, businesses also seek to survive. We say that growth is seen in terms of the output, can also be seen in terms of the size and sales volume. That's what we learned last time. And we also say that survival can be seen in terms of the stability of the business. That is ensuring that the business continues to operate for a long period of time. So these are, you want to continue internal environment. Internal environment. In our last lesson, we gave 3 factors. We discussed 3 factors. 3 factors. The first one being business objectives. Objectives. We had objectives. Then number 2, management policies. Then we had management style. Today we want to discuss the other factors, internal factors. And the next internal factor is in relation to personnel. Personnel. These are employees. This is viewed as an internal factor because it is within the control of the company to determine what kind of employees the company will hire. And personnel refers to the employees working in an organization. Employees will only be useful if they have the necessary knowledge and skills. These employees, we are talking about employees or personnel, knowledge, number one, knowledge, then skills and values. Personnel knowledge, personnel skills, and personnel values. So if employees have skills, they have the required values and knowledge, then that company is most likely to grow. Okay, it's most likely to grow. It is important for management to ensure that the people who are hired to work for the business have the necessary knowledge, have the necessary skills for their jobs. If you want to hire an accountant, for example, then the accountant must have the accounting skills. He must have the knowledge and the skills. It's very important. If you're hiring an engineer to work for the company or the business, then he must or she must have the relevant or necessary engineering skills. So a business can increase the productivity of its workers, can increase the skills or productivity of its workers by training, okay? Through training, even after hiring the employees, learners, then it may be necessary for these employees to keep on training even while they are working for the business. Training. So productivity may also be increased by building workforce that can work as a team and which shares certain core values. Because you may have people who have skills, but people who have bad manners will not help the company to improve. Values are things like hard working, okay, the culture, the values. If employees have a culture of hard work, then that will positively affect the performance of the company. So that's very important. Learners, especially the core values. It's sometimes important to consider core values first before skills. All these have to go hand in hand. The core values and the beliefs held by the management and the employees determine how the business responds to challenges. Because there are always challenges at the workplace. There are always challenges within the business. There are always challenges from external sources. So the core values of the employees plus the management will now determine how the company responds to these challenges, because these challenges can either break the company or the business, or it can make the company grow. All right, so personnel knowledge, personnel skills, and personnel values will determine the success of a business. We are discussing personnel and the internal environment because the management has the control on which employees or personnel will be hired. Okay, another factor we are going to discuss is number 4. We have financial financial and physical resources. Financial and physical resources, two things. Financial is from the word finance, then physical resources. There are many types of, different types of resources, This personnel is also a resource. It's called human resource. Then we have physical resources. Then we have financial resources. So resources can either be in relation to personnel or finance or physical resources. Physical resources include things like equipment, machinery, motor vehicles, land, building. These are physical things. So learners, for a business to provide goods and services, it requires resources such as money or finances, and also resources, the physical resources such as equipment, manufacturing equipment, plant and equipment, and so on. So if a business intends to produce a new product or a new good, it must determine whether the existing production facilities such as machinery, equipment will be used. So if a company or a business wants to introduce a new product in the market, it has to consider whether the existing physical resources like equipment will be used to produce the new product. Okay? So a business also may be required to combine a variety of resources such as finances, equipment, machinery, and so on, in order to run effectively. Okay? So to produce goods and services, resources are required. If you are producing, say, videos, okay? Because videos fall under services, then you require video equipment, you require machines, you require computers, and so on. If you are to produce, say, motor vehicles, if you want to manufacture motor vehicles, then you require physical resources. You require plants, you require machinery, you require equipment that is needed in manufacture of motor vehicles. So you'll also need money, because for you to produce motor vehicles or cars, you need raw materials. Okay, a car has different types of materials. We have metal, we have bronze, we have rubber, and so on. So you need money to buy those raw materials. So that's why you see learners, we are talking about finances. You need equipment, you need money. You also need money to pay the workers. These personnel, they need to be paid. When they are working, at the end of the month, they ought to be paid. If you don't have your own houses or premises that will house these machines, then you require to rent or to hire buildings. To hire buildings, you need money. So that's why I'm saying that for a business to provide goods or services, it requires resources. You need money, you need equipment, you need machinery, and so on. Now, if these resources are not available, or if these resources are difficult to acquire, then the business may not succeed in achieving its objectives. And one of the objectives we've mentioned repetitively is making profit. last lesson I also said other objectives are growth. Okay, business may require to grow. And by growing, we said the business needs to increase in size. Increase in size of business may tell you that the business is growing, or increase in output. If the business is increasing the products that it's manufacturing, then that business is growing. Okay, or sales volume. If there is an increase in the volume of sales, then that business is also growing. So the finances, or the financial resources and the physical resources, these are resources, these are factors, these are conditions within the control of the company or the business. The business can acquire these resources, physical resources. It can get money, okay, either through loans or capital injections from the owners. So this is within the control of the management. And that's why it falls under the internal environment. It falls under internal environment. We said internal environment are factors or conditions which are within the control of the business and which affect the operations of the business. So if the business acquires or is able to afford, all right, or if these financial resources are available, then the business will achieve its objectives. But if they are not made available, because the company may have the money, but the management has not decided to buy these physical resources. So again, that one will lead to failure in achievement of business goals or objectives. So financial resources and physical resources is another factor that we have discussed. Then moving on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, number 6, this is a straight line. Number 6 is research and development. Research and development. Research and development. Now, research and development is an important factor for success of any business. A very important factor. If a business has to grow or has to expand or needs to survive, then the business must invest in research and development. Research generates new ideas. Through research, the company comes up with new skills and better methods of doing things, better methods, cheaper methods of producing goods and services. So a business has to market and consumer research and development. We are talking about coming up with new ideas. These new ideas help the business to come up with new products. And you can only do that if you are carrying out research and developing these new products and services. When you are developing new products and services, you need to carry out experiments, which sometimes may fail, okay? Though you have invested, you may find that some experiments may not work out. You may need to repeat the experiments. So research and development of new products, new services. So research, okay? New ideas, new products, new skills, better methods of doing things. Now, again, a business may need to do what we call market research. Market research. When a business has come up with a product or even the existing products, then the business has to carry out market research or consumer research, okay? That has to be done on regular basis because the needs of customers do change. Customers change their needs. So the business has to study consumer behavior so that you can respond accordingly, so that you don't end up providing goods that are not needed by consumers. Okay? That is very important. It's a very important factor. We are talking of research in building new products, developing new products. We also have research that can be conducted in trying to understand the trends in the market, the needs of the consumers, the tastes and preferences, are they changing, and what are the customers requiring at the moment. That has to be done regularly, all right? And also how they can improve in order to outdo their competitors. Okay, because we say that in business you could have competition. The competition means other businesses that are competitors are just the other businesses that are offering similar products that the business is also offering. So in order to woo customers, in order to win customers, in order to improve, to increase sales, then there is need to conduct market research. Now, research also assists in development of new products. Development of new products, unique products, and services that may attract new consumers or maintain loyalty of the existing consumers. So what am I saying? I'm saying research assists in the development of new and unique goods and services that may attract new customers or that may help maintain the loyalty of the existing customers. So research and development is an internal factor. Okay, it falls under internal business environment. So learners, we have discussed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 factors. The first one is objectives. And objective in lesson 1, we mentioned that the business has to come up with strategies, remember, strategies, and allocate resources. We discussed management policies. We say that management policies are guidelines, management guidelines. These are the plans of action that affect, that help the company run or achieve its objectives. Okay, these are guidelines. The management has to come up with guidelines on how the business is going to operate. And these guidelines may be in relation to the relationship between the company and the owners. There could be policies, like policies concerning payment of dividends and so on. There could be policies in relation to suppliers. Company can come up with a guideline on how they are going, the company or the business is going to deal with the suppliers. For example, there could be a policy that suppliers should be paid after 2 months. Okay, that is a policy that the suppliers will be paid after 2 months. Or suppliers should be paid cash. Credit period of 2 months or 3 months or whatever period of time. Or there could be a policy where suppliers are paid on cash basis. So these policies can affect the business, the achievement of business goals, either positively or negatively. Learners, we also talked about management styles. management styles. We say that there are those managers who may have what we call a participative approach, where they involve employees in decision making. There could be another style where management makes all the decisions without involving employees. So both styles may be advantageous. There could be advantageous or disadvantageous to the business. Then there is the factor on personnel, which we discussed today. Personnel. This we said are employees. The company should hire employees who are knowledgeable, who are skillful, and who share the core values of the company. Okay? Core values. If the company, the business employs workers who are skilled and who have knowledge and they hold certain values, good values, then that company is bound to succeed. Then there is financial resources and physical resources. Financial resources and physical resources. For a business to provide goods or services, it requires resources such as finances and equipment or machinery and so on. We gave an example and say that if a business intends to produce a new product or a new good, it must determine whether the existing production facilities such as machinery can be used. And if a new good requires new machinery, then financial capability of the business will have to be considered. If the company wants to produce product A, then it's important to consider if the company has the production capacity. Are the production facilities able to produce the new product or not? Okay? Then we also say that under financial resources that a business must be able to combine the available or the various resources such as finances and machinery and so on and land and so on to be able to run effectively. Okay? We said if these resources are not available or are difficult to acquire, then the business may not succeed in achieving its objectives. Then lastly, we discussed research and development as an internal factor. Research and development. We said this is a very important factor. For a business to succeed, research and development is very important because research, we said, generates new ideas, generates new skills. The business through research can come up with better methods of doing things, of producing new products and so on. So a business has to market also. We said a business must market its product. For you to market properly, you need to carry out consumer research, market research, consumer behavior, and so on. So we said research and development also plays a major role in the success of a business, and we say that we measure success of a business by the profitability of the business, by growth of the business, and also the stability of the business. So these are factors that we've discussed under internal environment, and we said in this subtopic, business and this environment, we say that the environment of a business can be divided into two, internal environment and external environment. In the next lesson, we will discuss external business environment. That will effectively mark the end of our today's lesson. And before we take a break, I'll give you an assignment. This is your assignment. explain how the owner of a business can influence its internal environment to achieve success. Your assignment is explain how the owner of a business can influence its internal environment to achieve success. Thank you, learners, for joining our e-learning platform. We are determined to ensure that you have all the content that you require to complete your secondary education. All this content we are trying the much we can to ensure that it's available on all platforms. We have a website where all these videos are stored. You can download and study offline without internet. These videos, we also made them available on Facebook. You can visit our Facebook page. Our videos, we have a timetable which you can follow to learn from our Facebook page. Furthermore, these videos have been made available on our YouTube channel. If you go to our YouTube channel, dubbed Manifested Publishers, go to YouTube and search Manifested Publishers. You see we also have a timetable that will allow you to access this material so that you can continue learning. Because remember, learning never stops, regardless of the circumstances that we are operating in. So make sure to either log into our Facebook page or the YouTube channel or go to our website. Your choice is yours, but ensure that you study. Whatever happens, ensure that you study on daily basis. These videos we have a daily timetable for all students, ranging from grade 1 up to Form 4. Okay, so there is a timetable for every class. Those who are appearing in grade 1, we have a timetable, daily basis. You have lessons that you can attend on daily basis. Thank you and God bless you. Bye-bye.
CPA students can now access top-notch lecturers anytime from anywhere. Download CPA video lectures from www.manifestedpublishers.com.
Manifested Publishers Limited is a research and teaching center that specializes in the production of learning materials and private online tuition for primary, secondary, tertiary, and university education. Sign up as a new customer at www.manifestedpublishers.com. Fill in the required credentials, full name, email, phone number, and password. Click on Sign Up. Enter the code received on your phone or email address for verification of your account, then proceed by clicking on Confirm button. Your account is ready for use and you can watch some free videos before you purchase. To get access to complete videos, use the following steps to buy. Click on View All Courses. Select the course you want to subscribe to. Click on the subject you want. Click on Buy this subject. The selected subject will be added to cart. Place or hover the cursor on cart or total amount and click on Checkout Now to proceed. Click on Lipa na M-Pesa and proceed to pay. To access your lessons, place the cursor on your name, then click on Subscriptions. To download videos for offline studying, click on Watch Offline. Download the Manifested e-learning desktop application depending on your computer operating system. Install the application on your computer. Sign in on your downloaded app using the credential used during registration. Place your cursor on your name, then click on Subscriptions. Click on the subject you purchased. On the top right window, click on Download for offline viewing. Click on Go to Course. In your new window, click on the first topic, Lesson 1. Downloading process begins automatically. Thank you for choosing to study with us. For more information, you can call us on 0724 173845.